People online tell me to kill myself all the time, and I'm torn because sometimes I'm like, they have a point. But according to this precedent, could an online troll be held responsible for my demise? So this wasn't a Supreme Court case, but it involves a young woman named Michelle Carter in Massachusetts who was convicted of manslaughter for urging her boyfriend to commit suicide, and the boy ended up going through with it. Can you tell us what maybe the reasoning was behind the conviction?
Yeah, from my understanding, he was in a car or a vehicle that was filling up with carbon monoxide. He got out and they were texting, and she urged him to get back in, and he did, and ended up killing himself. And so she's been convicted of involuntary manslaughter. They're appealing the conviction and saying it violates her free speech rights to urge her boyfriend to commit suicide. The court has said that if you're inciting somebody to commit illegal conduct that's going to be imminent and probable to occur, then that's in one of these lesser protected categories that the government can punish. But the interesting thing is that suicide is not an illegal act. I think the free speech argument here is, even though what she did was completely morally wrong, I think the free speech argument here is going to be seen as pretty strong, because the court is very careful to say that you can't use broad laws like involuntary manslaughter laws to punish speech that you don't like. So I think then legislatures are going to respond and say, okay, let's craft a very narrow law that just targets this kind of problem.
Target terrible girlfriends, basically.
Wow.
I wonder what precedent this sets when it comes to sort of distance and relationship to the person who goes through with it. So, for example, people online tell me to kill myself all the time, and I'm torn because sometimes I'm like, they have a point. But according to this precedent, could an online troll be held responsible for my demise?
Well, presumably the issues wouldn't be that much different.
Mm-hmm.
You're urging somebody, if you're yelling at somebody on a bridge, to jump.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there a free speech right to do that? And I think the law would say that, well, first you have to craft a very narrow law that just targets that specific problem, and then we'll see if it can survive this very demanding level of proof that the Supreme Court puts on what they call content-based regulations, laws that say you can't say this.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed our video. If you have any questions about the First Amendment or free speech in general, let us know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and make sure to click the little bell icon so you get notified anytime we release a new video.